Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
Here we go.
He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Kene Nwangu with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready? Hey.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Swinging this out for Pollard.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Check mash.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The Bears sit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41,
Willis. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims.
and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That's to the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Willis.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Hurry, hurry! Ready?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis. And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Ready up!
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. After the sack on 1st down,
Willis. That is caught by Mims.
a good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Willis. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
18 Cardinal, 18, half ball 80. Let's go.
Now here's Pollard. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Roll.
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
11,
So
11,
from
11.
inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
and they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP, 11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Michael Pittman
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Second down, here's Willis.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Denzel Mims
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, and it's Pollard again. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Here's Pollard again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
There's the stiff arm. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go 3. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
4th down, Willis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action with Burrow.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 40. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On one, ready?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On one, ready?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
11 mighty.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here we go.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Nwangu. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Seibert on for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Lion.
Willis looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now Willis. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Willis.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we? It tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1, ready?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Miami, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still alive. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro, pay 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the short nail, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for luck. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show on credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you, I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to